afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. Welcome back to the Reacts. It's Robbie. Let's get to it. This one is going to be coming from Poetic Flacco. Cenat has a huge problem on his hands. Look, we already knew that when he did the unveiling of who was going to be getting into streaming university, it was going to make a lot of people salty, a lot of people mad, and things like that. But look, only but so many people can get in. You know what I mean? And this isn't going to be the last streaming university. If you didn't get in this year, you have a chance to get in next year. What you should be doing is trying to run it up. But yeah, let's not waste no time. Let's get to this video.
Streamer University has gotten Cenat in a world of trouble. It's done more harm than good. It's created more enemies than friends. Kai went live for the first time yesterday in 9 months to announce who the streamers are that got accepted into Streamer University. This live stream was supposed to be wholesome, but instead it turned into a nightmare. Because of this live stream, people are now calling Cenat the devil. They're now calling Cenat racist. They're now levying a bunch of heavy accusations on Cenat. His own friends are turning against him. His own friends are damn near ready to take him out. This is some crazy stuff, bro. I'd never seen nothing like this before in my life. The biggest critique I've seen of Cenat in the last 24 hours after his announcement of who's getting into Streamer University is essentially like the smaller streamer and the general public feels like their time was wasted. They feel like they essentially made their audition tape, travel 2 hours, stand outside for 6 hours for a chance to audition and apply to be a part of Streamer University because they felt like it was for small streamers. But when
Here's my thing though. Why would you go into this situation thinking that there was a chance that you would get in, like the probabilities was high for you? You had to know that there was going to be thousands of other people trying to audition and get into Streamer University. You couldn't have possibly went into this thinking that, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting in. Why would you think that? And why would you travel 2 hours to meet him in person when you know there's going to be a long line? It's probably going to get chaotic and you may not get in. Why not just apply online, submit your video, whatever, and if you get it, you get it. Y'all don't trip out about this when you go and apply for Harvard or UCLA and you don't get in. It is what it is. Like, to be all this slander to me is just unnecessary. But this explains why he probably went on a 9-month hiatus and people got on him about that. He's up here collecting money from these subscribers and he's not even streaming. Well, here you go. This is why.
Cenat announced who's getting the Streamer University is essentially all established streamers. Like the overwhelming majority, probably like 70 to 80% of them are established streamers who already make a lot of money online. They already got a couple 100,000 subscribers. He even allowed OnlyFans girls to get accepted. So people felt like this is just an absolute beta switch.
This is no hate to Aisha Sophie, but did the rules change for Streamer U? I thought you couldn't be an OF girl and get into Streamer U. But bro picked like one of the biggest OF girls of all time to get into Streamer U. Bro, you might as well let Sophie reign in there too. I don't know. And then I'm looking at the list. I don't know if this is real or not. I'm looking at all the list of all the creators that are getting in. It's like the biggest creators of all time. What do you mean people from FaZe are getting in? What are we talking about? And Sarah Safari? No hate to say.
Now, I will say this. Now, I don't want to make this sound like I'm attacking Cenat, but I do think it is kind of funny how he has been on a 9-month hiatus. He hasn't streamed, and then he came back. Now, part of the reason why some of these people did not get in apparently is because they're not streaming enough. Now, if they wanted to, they could probably say, well, you haven't streamed in 9 months. But the difference between you and Kai is that prior to that 9 months, he was going dumb. You know what I'm saying? Mafiathon 1, 2, 3, the first Streamer University, and then all his traditional streams that he does. So he's put in the work. He could take a 9-month vacation and come back on, you know, like nothing ever changed because he's put in the work. You feel me? So, you know, I just thought I would throw that out there because I'm pretty sure there might be some streamer out there that probably said the same thing to themselves. Well, he hasn't streamed in 9 months, but then he's getting on our case because we haven't been streaming consistently. You can't say that though, because Cenat, he put in the work. He puts in that work.
Sarah Safari, I'm sure she's a great girl. I'm just saying, like, that's like a really big creator to let in a streamer you. Isn't streamer you supposed to be for like the up and coming creators, or like the small creators, or the unknown creators? Sarah Safari and Aisha Sophie? Stable Ronaldo? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm glad Suburb Baby got it, even though he's also a pretty big creator. But like, I guess he's like the biggest underground creator of all time.
I understand the frustration and the complaint, but I think they're missing something here. See, I understand because how Streamer University was announced and promoted. It was promoted as this vehicle and this tool for small creators to come and learn how to stream and get an opportunity and publicity. So I understand in that regard why when you look at the list and you see the overwhelming majority of people there are creators with 100,000+ subscribers, creators who are already mad viral, who are already rich, creators who already had their opportunity. And you look at that and you say, damn, yo, where the small creators at? But here's the thing though. The reason why those big creators are needed is because they help the small creators. See, if Cenat had a university of all small creators with like 5 viewers, it wouldn't be as big as it was. I think last year there were some creators with like 100,000+ viewers live. Like 100,000 people was watching, I think, DDG live. 200,000 was watching Rakai live. 300,000 was watching certain people live. So when you are a small creator and let's say you run into DDG and he has 100,000 live on the same campus as you. Now people are gonna come into your live stream to see your POV on campus. Now their clout is trickling down on you, right? You go on, let's say, Rakai stream with 300,000, you get a funny moment. Now guess what? That trickles into you. Streamer University gives you access and puts you in proximity to the motion.
I don't really care about the teachers. Lizzo doesn't. What do you think the cap should be, student view count wise? I said 500 viewers. I think if you have over 500 viewers, you are at a point of success streaming wise where you could already be making over $100,000 a year. Office Drummer was in both of Kai's Mafia-thon, and he has like 240,000 followers on Twitter. It's like, well, you have an audience. Streamer University is not going to start your career more than being on Cenat, the biggest Twitch streamer of all time, stream for 2 months straight. Sky Jackson, Zuri from Jesse. I go, he's famous. Sketch. I go, Sketch like the Sketch real Sketch? Like the Sketch I know Sketch. Sketch is probably one of the most famous streamers in terms of out of the streaming space. Kai wants to get streamers that have views and are already large because they're proven to be entertaining. They will bring more publicity to the event and the sponsors because a lot of this is about money. They'll be able to help up-and-coming streamers more because if Sketch is in your class, you could collab with Sketch and then you're gonna get views, right? On the flip side, I'm going, half of the people on this list are like proven streamers. So I'm going, if you're somebody that applied, your odds just went from 0.0001% getting in to like 1 in a million. You can't treat this like you're applying to like your state university. You have to treat this like you're walking into a gas station, buying a scratch off and scratching it off for $1 million and going, I didn't win, what the Okay, Silky. Tallest core member, still lives in a $40 million mansion. I'm like, Silky? Then he announces Aisha Sophie, OnlyFans model. And I'm like, okay. Then he announces Marlon. All bets are off the table. Marlon averages 15,000 viewers. So this is 3 of the core boys. So a brainworm speaking to me and going, they're gonna let Ron in. Oh my God, then he announces Black Boy Max. I go, what are we doing? Stable Ronaldo to Streamer University. Right when Ron's in, I go, they're all in. Well, you know, people like Stable Ronaldo, it's just gonna be a content farm. But the worry is more like, if these guys are that big and in Streamer U, I think there will be smaller streamers that collab with them and get viewers. Like, I could see that, but I could also see, like, the majority of the clips that would have blown up from smaller streamers being overcrowded by, like, Ron just being funnier. Or...
Yeah, that's a good point, too. It's like you're there to build your audience, and because you are amongst all these other bigger streamers, you know, there are going to be a lot of eyes on them. So it would almost behoove you to be in close proximity of them wherever they are on the campus. You need to be there. You need to be doing your own thing, but then you also need to be figuring out how can you intertwine with their audience so that they can then jump over to your streams and see what you got going on, and y'all do some collabs and stuff like that. So it's really going to require a lot of strategy for the smaller creators because they don't have as much motion as the Lacey's and Shy Jacksons and all of them out there. So they're going to really have to figure out a strategy that can help catapult them to a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? It could be done, but just got to figure something out.
You are teaching a legitimate class. Have fun kicking out half the students, because most of the students are just going to want to clip farm off of you.
I think the perfect mix would have been 15 to 20 established streamers, 100 no names. So essentially that mix is pretty good. But when you have Dream Doll doing Streamer Universe, who hasn't streamed a day in her life, she's a rapper. Sky Jackson, like, come on, bro. Like, I can see people being frustrated looking at Dream Doll get accepted and be like, huh? Dream Doll got accepted, but I didn't. What? So I understand that part, right? And I understand people's frustration, but under no circumstances should we be seeing grown men coming on this internet and crying because they didn't get accepted into Streamer Universe.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about crying in terms of they're frustrated, they're complaining. I'm talking about we are seeing grown men come on this internet and we have tears falling from their eyes. Tears is falling from their eyes as if Cenat and Streamer University is their only golden ticket to a successful life.
I'm not going to sit here and act like, you feel me, like I don't give a fuck, because obviously I do. You feel me? People laugh at me for being passionate about and caring about wanting opportunities. This is a lot of me, bro, because there's a lot of people that don't get second chances in life, bro. Like, a lot of people deadass don't get second chances in life. And it's like, bro, this is so much to me, bro, because it's like don't get second chances, bro. I cry a lot, but it's like, bro, I'm crying because that means something to me, bro. I can't sit here, like, you feel me, that's a lot to me. And it's like, bro, like, you start to think, like, bro, you do one stupid thing, you whole life up, there's no change in that. It's like,
I'm just looking at the people that are leaving comments on this dude's stream over there. I guess this must be Twitch. And they like, get a job, stop crying, like, head up, like, the F you crying for? Yeah, I mean, you're a grown man. Like, come on, fam. What we have to understand is that the internet can make or break you, yes. Can there be a lot of money can a lot of money be made on the internet? Of course, absolutely. But it's going to require a lot of work. Streamer University is not the end of the world. It's not the have all be all. Is it a great opportunity? Absolutely. But the fact that this announcement of who's going to be in it has got the whole internet in a frenzy and in an uproar with Cenat because he didn't pick a certain number of people. He got mostly women, or he didn't get enough Spanish people. It's like, fam, come on. And see, my thing with that is, and again, I'm not a prejudiced or racist person, but I do find it quite interesting that when we as so-called black people come up with something, we have to make sure that with whatever we do, there's definite diversity in it. Like, there isn't anything that we can do where it's just us and us only. Like, we have to make sure that there's other people involved, even though most of the slang, the way we dress, the way we act is already being mimicked by everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the minute we want to have something that's inclusive or in-house, now we're being, no, that has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So basically what you're saying is, and I might catch a lot of slack for this, but are you then to say that our creator was wrong for excluding y'all from being able to be melanated? You know what I'm saying? We had no control over that. The person or the being that created us made that decision that, look, you group of people are going to be melanated where you can sit out in the sun, and y'all over here cannot. You're not in the club, so to speak. But that's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, people are just getting, bent out of shape about the wrong things for something that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Streamer University is going to be here, and you'll have opportunities.
People, bro, all I'm trying to say is people, bro, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make sure that people get a chance to prove themselves, you feel me? Because I owe it to myself. I owe it to my community, bro. And I'm just going to keep grinding, bro.
Nigga, you better stop crying.
On a real note, you
got to keep grinding, all right?
Ruin your future, you feel me? That's my biggest message going on, you feel me? Obviously, I'm crying and bro. That's healthy. You got to show that, bro. You feel me? It's for the better, bro. You feel me?
I'm sorry, bro. Call me heartless. Call me what you want, bro. This is loser activities, bro. This is fatherless activities. This is inexcusable. This is not cool. It's not cute. It's not thorough. This is loser stuff. You are a grown man crying over not getting accepted into somebody else's program, university, or stream. Bruh, he's acting as if the alternative, which is go do your own thing, work really hard, grind, find creative things to do, and blow up online. Streamer University has been active for about a year. People were still finding ways to blow up on the internet before Streamer University, bruh. People are finding ways to blow up after Streamer University. Kai Cenat ain't the gatekeeper to the internet. Not getting in is not like a death sentence to not blowing up. What? Yo, and this guy, I remember him. He was on.
You know what it is? People just feel like they want to be in the mix. They'll get to Streamer University and won't do a damn thing. They'll just be there just to say that they were there. They won't do any streaming. They won't get any work done. They'll be there trying to get flicked up and catch this person, catch that person that's already got motion, only to leave there and get back to wherever they came from with no new followers, no new content, and then we'll try to blame Kai Cenat because he didn't give them the fundamentals or the tools needed to blow up. No, it's on you, not on him. You should have, like I said in one of my other videos, you should already have motion before you even get to some goddamn Streamer University. All right? Like, come on, let's cut the BS.
Playboy Max streamed for almost a year. He was like a rotating character. And if you weren't able to do anything with the audience that Playboy Max afforded you when he was at his peak, then what makes you think you would have done something with the audience you got from Streamer University? I just don't understand this behavior, bruh. Like, what were you hoping to accomplish with the tears? You were hoping for Kai to say and say, "Oh yeah, tell you getting accepted, bro." What? You much rather cry, shed tears online? Yo, you're gonna have a kid. Yo, you're gonna be somebody's father one day, and they're gonna have to pull up the internet and see, damn, yo, my daddy was crying over not getting an opportunity to smell Kai Cenat perfume. What? Yo, what is wrong with y'all, bruh? And he's not even the worst. I seen another dude. Now, this other one was outrageous because this is one that Kai Cenat has helped more than anybody on earth. Kai Cenat put this
Miles?
dude on 2 marathons.
Oh, yeah.
Kai Cenat made this dude a household name, introduced him to Kevin Hart, got him a car. And this dude is online crying as if Kai Cenat has never done nothing for him before.
I just want to say, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Everybody who thought I would get in, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, bro. I love y'all, bro. We didn't make it in, but we finna just go use this motivation. I'm gonna be mad.
I reacted to this video about him and him getting denied into Streaming University. Now, what we have to remember, now I wasn't really a part of this side of TikTok, but apparently he was on there doing NPC content where he just stands out there and he acts as if though he's a playable character or whatever. And he did that for quite some time, and then it caught the attention of Kai, and Kai put him on 2 Mafia-thons and got him a car or whatever. So this guy has been fortunate enough to be within very, very close proximity of Kai Cenat and many others that Kai Cenat has connections with. Kevin Hart, Drewski, he was in there with those guys when they was having their whole sleepover or whatever. So the fact that that didn't really propel him, part of it is because he also put himself in a box because of the type of content he was making. And so he stereotyped himself in a way on the internet, kind of like when you get stereotyped in movies. They only get you from one role. He should have mixed up his content early on. He should have been doing NPC stuff, but then also streaming and giving people the real him, his personality, because it wouldn't have been so hard for him to then get the viewership he needs when streaming online. But he got too immersed in that niche and it backfired. You know what I'm saying? Because NPC content is like, we got to understand this is the internet, y'all. The internet moves faster than fashion trends. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me not say that. That's the kind of the wrong way to put it. Every single trend, whether it be fashion, content, it moves even faster on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to keep in mind.
Motivation, bro. We finna go hard this year. We finna go crazy. Shout out to everybody. Bro, on God, this is why I don't talk to y'all in this community, bro. This is why I don't this community, bro. This is why I don't y'all, bro. Y'all can dead ass 35,000 watch me, bro, but not tuning into the Switch, bro. 1,000 watching me, but ain't nobody dropping a sub, ain't nobody showing love, bro. Y'all steady be in my stream talking about some. Why don't you express yourself? Why don't you talk about real? Bro? Talk about this, talk about that. And when I talk about this, bro, y'all be trolling. Y'all dead ass be trolling me, bro, all the time, bro. I'm tired of, bro. What's wrong with my community, gang? For what? And
you know what it is, man? People don't know what the hell they want. 1 minute they want you to be NPC Miles Morales. Next minute they're like, well, why don't you do something else? But then won't even take the time to watch whatever it is that you're trying to now pivot to. They just want to hear themselves talk, man. It's all just talk. They're not really, it's not real support or anything like that. You know what I mean? People don't know what the hell they want. And that's just the sad truth or harsh truth about it. People are fickle. 1 minute they want this, next minute they want that.
God, you know they finna troll worse, bro. You know they finna, oh, you ain't making it in the stream of you? You ain't making it in the Clover Boys, and he ain't making it in the stream of you. You ain't living in the mansion, bro? What happened? God don't be, bro. Man, 10,000 subs every night, bro. I helped you get to 1 million subs, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If I don't get in the stream you got, bro.
Here's the thing, too. I know I keep stopping the video, but hey, it wouldn't be a reaction, right? Here's the thing. Even if we say, let's just say he did get into Streamer U, right? What exactly is being in Streamer U going to do for you that now that you can't do on your own? Do you feel like if you were in Streamer U that you'll be able to garner more viewership because you're, amongst a lot of other people that have motion? Here's the thing too. Just because you are around the likes of Lacey and all these other people, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to hop on your stream and watch whatever it is that you're doing. And then you have to also realize that they probably only watching it because you are amongst them. Now, that doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing, but it really just ultimately comes down to how they take it, how they interpret it, or how they look at it. The people that are watching your streams. You know what I'm saying? What is going to Streamer University going to do for you? You feel me? That you couldn't actually do during Mafiathon. When you weren't standing there, staying up all night and all of that in your downtime, what exactly were you doing to try to build your fan base, to show them another side of you? You know what I mean? It's not Streamer University that you need. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to help. You got to break this character. Yo, what is up with my space bar?
If I don't get into streaming you game, bro, I'm finna break in that song. You finna let me in there, bro. You finna give me a chance to be me, bro. You finna get to know the real. Tired of this, bro.
Hear me and hear ye. I would never respect that. I don't care how sorrowful, how pitiful, how much it pulls at your heartstrings, bro. I would never support a grown man coming on his internet, looking at the camera and crying real tears because he didn't get accepted into Streamer University. Is you crazy? And he should be the last one complaining. The last one that should be complaining on this internet is NPC Miles. NPC Miles was in multiple Mafiathons, 2 of them. Met Kevin Hart, did all the good things. All the good things he did. Other people who was on the Mafiathon when he was on, they went on to build substantial audiences for themselves. They went on to get 100,000 subs. They went on to do a lot of amazing things. Miles was not able to parlay the opportunity and the layup that Cenat gave him. He just wasn't. And now he's back asking for a third opportunity. And because Kai Cenat didn't give him the opportunity, now he's online going off on Kai. Now he's online telling Kai that he's the reason why Kai was getting 10,000 subs every night and ultimately broke the record.
Nah, man.
You see how y'all love to burn bridges? You see how y'all love to bite the hand that feeds y'all? Why would you do that? Like, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. In life, you want to maintain as many bridges as possible. You don't want to burn no bridges. You crazy? There's a tweet with 170,000 views calling Kai Cenat the devil, right? So this creator claims that Kai Cenat is the devil. He is the male version of Medusa. He drains your energy. This is crazy, bro. The clothing brand didn't work out. Now he back on stream acting like a goofy streamer. University is finna be ass. Y'all filled out applications for no reason. So ultimately, man, I've seen.
Listen, you saying all that now, but let Kai say, "Hey, I got a spot for you at Streaming You. Bet your ass you gonna be there." You saying all of that now, but if you got invited into that Streaming You, you would be on the next thing smoking, so that you can be there on time, so that you can build your clout, build your following, so that you can run it up, make some bags. So miss me with all of that. People just on the internet running their mouth, being troll babies and all of that. But given the opportunity, they wouldn't turn it down for nothing. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, cut the cap.
More negativity than positivity when it comes to Streamer University. But Kai Cenat has promised he's going to be doing it for as long as he lives. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. All right. Do y'all believe, that Streamer University is creating problems for Kai, or do you guys feel like it's a net positive? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video.
It's going to be the end of the video, y'all. Shouts out to him. Like you said, man, Streamer University is not going nowhere. For all you people out here that's crying and pouting and putting on a temper tantrum and acting like a terrible toddler, it's not the end of the world, okay? Go out, get back on your grind, continue to make content, run it up, and make your own bags, get your own sponsorships. You don't necessarily need Streaming U for that. Like I said in my last video, you ought to be looking at Streaming University as a means to network with some of these people and collab with them. But you should already be coming into it with your own following. Even if you got a small following, say like 5,000 subs, but you be streaming and you be putting in that work, still use it as an opportunity to network. But don't go into it with the mindset that, hey, if I go to Streaming University, I'm instantly going to blow up. No. Because you still got to work as if though you weren't in Streaming University. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to get it together, man. Got to get it together. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you chin check the like button, take the subway, and be sure to sound up in them comments so they kick your ass out. That being said, it's your boy Robbie. Until the next video, we out.